Hello, licenciado José David Mendoza Coreas. Hello, my peers. Hello, class. It's a pleasure to be here presenting today the macro teaching number 3 based on the unit 9. And this is for they're a kind of candy. We are going to develop the speaking macro skill in this case. This lesson plan is designed for 45 minutes for level of beginners, and the students are all adults between 20 and 25 years old on the level 1 with a low proficiency in the English language. This is a short plan designed to enhance the speaking macro skill. The students are taking classes because they want to improve their skills of communication in a second language. So, this macro teaching, this lesson will be presented by William Rodriguez Minero, Marta Alicia Menjiva Rivera, myself, and Irlanda Sarai Ruiz Gonzalez. Let's begin with William. Welcome.
Hello everyone, this is William Miner, and today I will give you the introduction for today's topic. Today's lesson is going to be about the use of kind of and like. Many times we have been in that situation that as a beginners, we don't know how to say or describe a word. We say it is something like I don't know how to say this word, or do you know how can I say this? So today we are going to use kind of and like to improve that. Well, as a brief introduction, we use kind of and like to explain, categorize, or describe something. The first one is the use of kind of. As I mentioned before, we use kind of to describe, explain, compare, or categorize something. I have prepared some examples for you. Can you see these shoes?
Are those
Yes, we can.
shoes?
Yes, these shoes are made with wood.
Oh, how
So
interesting.
these are a kind of shoe, and they are called clogs. So here we use kind of. We may say, what kind of shoes are those? Oh, these are a kind of shoes called clogs. Another example. Here we have this sandwich. They are a kind of sandwich. They are called subways. Or we may say, these are a kind of subway. They are called sandwich. Or we may also use hamburger because hamburger is a kind of sandwich. For question, we may say, what kind of? When we say what kind of, it is like if we were saying, what type of? What type of food is that? Oh, that is kind of sandwich. We also have informal contraction or colloquial use, which is kinda. In many TV shows or series or in real life, you will hear native speakers say kinda. So, Yolanda, can you help me to read the examples, please?
Yes. Examples. These are a kind of Shoot, they're cold clothes.
That's right. Okay, so I have a video to review and understand better the use of this kind of.
Okay, let's watch it.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, let's watch this video.
Native speakers combine the sounds of two words into one. Watching this video will help improve your. Let's use the first example, kind of. When we make the informal contraction, native speakers will say kinda. Actions using of will end with the schwa vowel Let's look at some examples. Kind of comes kinda. She's kinda cute.
Okay, let's practice. Martha, can you say the first example, please, with the standard use?
Kind of. She's kinda cute.
With the standard use, she's kind of cute, right?
She's kind of cute.
Exactly. What if we use colloquial use?
She's
Kinda.
kinda cute.
She's kinda cute. That's right.
She's kinda cute.
Did you guys get a maid? Dinner's almost ready. Did you guys get a maid?
Well, this is a short piece of video from the Big Bang Theory series. And in this episode, her husband is preparing dinner, and their friends go there to spend time together. So that girl asked her, "Did you guys get a maid?" And she answered, "Kinda." That's why I said that in series or TV shows and movies, you will hear that they say kinda.
Okay.
So, Irlanda, can you repeat the sentence? Did you
Yes.
guys get a maid?
Did you guys get a maid?
Martha, can you answer, please?
Yes, kinda.
That's all.
Dinner's almost ready. Skrulls can't do that. That's Sam Jackson and Brie Larson in Captain Marvel, which opens in theaters and IMAX on Friday.
So now we have a piece of interview from the Jimmy Fallon's show. This is from the movie Captain Marvels, released on 2019, I guess. And his interviewer Samuel L. Jackson, which is Nick Fury from the Avengers. And he will ask him about how is being Nick Fury, and he will use like and kind of. So pay attention, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Playing Nick Fury without an eye patch for that had to be good, right? I mean, to not have to wear that thing.
Not really. I enjoy the eye patch.
You like the eye
It's
patch?
very charismatic. It's kind of dope to wear an eye patch.
Does it change your performance in any way?
It changes the way I learn my lines.
How does it change the way you learn your lines?
Well, something about my memory process. I visualize pages when I learn stuff. So first time I did Captain America, I hadn't worn the eye patch to learn anything. 'Cause I hadn't had that much to learn for Spider-Man stepping out of the shadows. So when I put the eye patch on, I got ready to do the dialogue with Captain America, and I could only see half the page. And it's like, oh, okay, this is problem. This is problematic.
Yeah.
So I went, told him to give me 5 minutes. I went over there and covered one eye, read the page, and went back, and it was fine.
It's like you're at the optometrist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really? That's in.
He said that because in that movie Captain Marvels, he lost his eye, so he uses an eye patch to cover that injury eye. So he just can barely see with one eye. And now he's going to use the words like and kind.
Interesting.
It's kind of weird, but it's interesting playing Nick without that. It's interesting playing Nick without the knowledge that Nick Fury has, without the chip on his shoulder. To
Yeah.
kind of young, kind of free, kind of never met a super being or an extraterrestrial.
So as you can see, he used the words
Kind of.
kinda exactly
Yeah.
Yes.
In a colloquial way, and not in a
in a
formal way.
colloquial way, right?
Yeah.
Because as a matter of fact, black people has their own slang, their own way to speak the language. So they use kinda. So now let's move on to the following, which is like. Okay, so now we have the use of like. Like is often used to introduce one or more examples of something that is being talked about. So let us imagine that Irlanda is from Colombia. She is from Bogota. And Martha is from San Salvador. So, Irlanda, can
Yes.
you read and ask to Martha about San Salvador?
Yes. What is San Salvador like?
Well, as you can see, it's a big city with a lot of buildings and traffic, like Bogota City.
Okay. You can also use um, kind of like for similarity.
That's right. You can also use kind of like for similarity. I mean to compare. As we know, or if you didn't know, arepas are kind of food like pupusas. So pupusa is kind of like an arepa because they are a kind of food made of ground maize dough.
Okay.
So just imagine that you Irlanda ask to Martha, hey, Martha, what's a pupusa? So Martha may say, oh, a pupusa is kind of like an arepa from Colombia.
Okay. Marta, what a pupusa is?
Well, pupusa is kind of like an arepa because they are made of ground maize dough. They
Great,
are
also.
similar, right? A similar food type of food.
Right, they are similar food. They are also
Uh-huh.
a kind of Mexican food, which is called gorditas from Mexico.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't know.
Yes, so now we are going to watch some examples in real life of like. We are going to watch a piece of video from Frozen movie, so pay attention.
Wait, give me my glove. Elsa, please, please, I can't live like this anymore. Henry. Elsa, no, no, wait. Give me my glove. Elsa, please, please, I can't live like this anymore.
So in this time, Anna said to Elsa, please, I can't live like this anymore. As an example that she doesn't want to live in that way.
Did you forgive the man who took your son's life and did that?
This is kind of a sad video because I don't know for why, for no reason, somebody kidnapped uh, their son from a gas station, 7-Eleven, which is kind of Texaco or like Alba Petróleos from here in El Salvador, and they killed their son. So pay attention to this interview.
That's
Okay.
sad.
Wound, is that healed for you?
No, it's not healed. And no, I haven't forgiven. I know that one day I will. But as of because the pain is so fresh, it still hurts extremely bad. And no, I'm very honest with, and real with my feelings, and I haven't forgiven. It's still fresh in my mind. It still hurts very deeply. It feels like a hole in my heart, like I had open heart surgery or something.
So at the beginning, she said, it feels like a hole in my heart. And then she said, like a open heart surgery. So she's comparing to and giving the example. Okay, that is the lesson for today. But before stop, is everything clear so far?
I understood very well, all clear for me.
I understand that like is to compare.
Yes, we use like if we want to compare or introduce an example. And kind of, remember that is to categorize, or if you want to say it's a type of. As an example, an eagle is a type of bird. We may also say an eagle is a kind of bird.
Okay,
Okay, understood. Thank
okay.
you.
Thank you.
So thank you for your attention. And now we are going to move on to the next stage with my partner, Marta Rivera.
Thank you, Will, for your presentation. It was very interesting. Welcome, Licenciada Mendoza and class. My partners, now we are going to begin with the practice stage. William has explained it to the colloquial way to use the expression of kind of. It means kinda, but you have to know that it also is used in different contexts as well. How can you use the expression to sound casual and confident? Now I'm going to talk only about the standard use of kind of. Okay.
Okay,
In formal English, kind of means one category of or one example of a given category. As Will said before, is the most formal, correct use of the expression. Remember that this is the formal way. Let's see the first activity and we are going to learn more about it. Okay? Okay, with the first activity, students will learn how to use kind of in a formal way and kind of like. And they are going to participate in pairs. Okay?
Okay.
Let's start. I'm going to request that Irlanda and William help me out with matching each picture with explanation.
Okay.
We are going to take turns asking a partner and explaining the words, okay?
Okay.
As you can see, in the number one, we see lassi. This is a beverage from India. And the second one, it says besuki. It is from Greece and is kind of an instrument that we know very well. And the number three, we have a handbook. This is from Korea. And you will find out what the handbook is. And the last one, we're talking about a tortilla. They say that it's from Mexico, but in El Salvador, we eat a lot of tortilla. Not arepas, okay? Let's start with the first one. It says it's a kind of musical instrument. It's like a guitar. Which one do you think is they want to refer?
The number two.
Number two, Buzuki.
Yes, very good. Let's continue, Irlanda, with the second one. Please help me out.
It's a kind of bread. It's kind of like a pancake. I
Uh,
think, okay, I think a tortilla
La tortilla, for them, is like
from Mexico. Okay.
yes, la tortilla, they consider that is a kind of bread because usually we combine it, the main meal with a tortilla or with a bread. Very good, Orlando. Let's continue, Will, please.
Yes, it's a kind of drink. It's kind of like a milkshake. Hmm. I think
Probably
it's lassi.
lassi. Yes, probably we drink it, but I'm not sure. If it's from India, they have very weird beverage.
Yes, it
Okay,
looks
and,
like horchata.
and the last one?
It's a kind of, sorry, I can't read well this part.
Ah, it's a kind of dress. It is a traditional outfit. I
Okay, is the number three, a handbook from
A
Korea.
handbook from
Right.
Korea. Yes, I didn't know that that is the name of the traditional outfit,
Oh, yeah.
but it's very elegant
Yes,
from
I
a
see.
point of view. Well, and now we are going to continue with the second activity.
Okay.
This activity number two, this is called What Kind of Mom. And this is, in this case, the students are going to answer according to a question assigned. I placed two answers for each of the students. Please help me out with your answers. In this case, as you can see in the picture, there is a kind of mom. Uh, and besides, there are different kind of mom. So, what kind of mom are you? To Irlanda. Are
Yes,
you the kind of mom who is using a smartphone all the time?
more or less. I think that I'm kind of this mom. I think that use
Okay.
the smartphone all the time. Sometimes I do that.
Oh, be careful because it's like a kind of addictive, okay?
Yes, you're right.
Okay, this question is to Will. What kind of
Okay.
mom do you have?
Well, I have a adventure and a sports mom because you know what? Currently she's going to the gym and she also likes go outdoors.
Oh, how interesting. Very good for her. So
Yes.
you have to learn a lot from her.
Right. From time to
Okay.
time I go with them.
Oh, excellent. You're a
Yes.
very good son then.
Uh, yes.
That's right. Thank you.
Okay, to Rolanda.
Yes.
Next, are you the kind of mom that always has candies in your bag?
Absolutely yes. I
Uh,
always uh, have candies in my bag.
yes, I imagine that you have children.
Yes, I have two children, and
Uh,
I have candies always for them.
yes, I can imagine that. That's why I asking you this special question because it happens to me as well.
Ah, really?
Yes.
All the moms
Okay.
I think that do that.
Yes, we try to accomplish our son and daughters as well.
Yes.
Now, Will, what kind of clothes does she wears? I mean, your mom.
My mom is she likes to wear comfortable clothes and she likes to wear shorts, sandals, and sometimes the sport clothes when she goes to the gym. And she prefers being comfortable.
I can imagine that she's a kind of relaxing mom.
Exactly.
That's good because it probably she looks young.
You got it. Yes, she looks really young.
Okay. Now, did you understand the in this example the use of what kind of in the formal way, in the standard way to use this expression?
Yes, it's very clear.
Yes, it's clear so far.
Okay, can you see the difference? The one that Will explained it before and the one that I am explaining now, it is this is the formal way, and we're talking about the colloquial way.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
That's the difference. This is the purposes for this activity to understand and compare the colloquial way to use kind of and the formal way. Okay, thank you. Let's continue with the next activity, please. For this activity, I'm going to explain something about like, the use of like. Like is used to say what something or someone looks or is like. Like as a preposition is used in two ways, before a noun or pronoun, or to say that two things are similar, as Will said before. So for these activities, students will provide sentences using like. For example, as you can see in this, like, it is similar to. That is the meaning in this case. Continue.
Okay.
Well, I place this picture because I like that you understand with this example. It says performing as a clown, as it means that in fact it is a clown. But when you say performing like a clown, it means that you are doing weird things, that you are like a or comparing to a clown. For that reason, I place this picture for you. As you make clear the use of like, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's continue. I have a couple of examples here. For example, if I say the meat smells like fish, actually it's meat. However, she or he is is saying that it smells like fish. Probably it's because in bad shape. Probably it's because was in a same container with fish. So we don't know. But for her, it smells like fish. Do you know that the way that we are using like in this sentence? Did you understand?
Yes.
Can you give me an
Yes. In
example?
this way, you mean that you want to introduce kind of an example.
Yes. The second one, I look like my mother.
It's a comparison.
Yes.
Exactly.
Very.
Exactly. So it is a comparison that I look or I am alike, I like my mother. The
Mhm.
people say so, or I believe that, or it's because they compare us on the street, right?
Right.
Right.
And the third one that I have for you, it says, it was a small animal like a mouse. So they don't know what kind of animal, but they said like a mouse. It means that was a teeny animal. Probably they didn't identify that it was a mouse, but they looks alike.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, total.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any question?
I think I have an example.
Go ahead, Will, please.
Sure. San Salvador City look like Tegucigalpa.
Mm.
Mm,
Good
probably
comparison.
if we visit Tegucigalpa and we know how San Salvador is, probably is alike. They are alike.
Yes.
Yes, very good. Okay, this is all for today. And let's start with Irlanda.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Marta, for your participation, and William. Thank you. Eh, Welcome, Licenciado David. It's a pleasure for me to present the stage, the post stage. And thank you, Marta, for clarifying these issues with these interesting activities. Before start our evaluation, I want to do a brief review about the use of a kind of and kind of like. We use a kind of and kind of like to explain words, a kind of for explain with a more general sense. Okay? While kind of like has a more specific ideas. Do you understand?
Yes.
Well, when
Yes.
speakers need to explain a word, they often use this strategy. So in this lesson, you know, and they may give example of this type of things or ideas they are talking about. And they make ideas, for example, they, of thing or idea they are talking about, it's a kind of dream, for example, and or they make comparisons with similar thing as as Marta said before, and it's kind of like a meal shake, for example. Okay. Normally, this is strategy is particularly used for beginners learning. You know that whose vocabulary sometimes is limited in a conversations. Well, this strategy is especially useful for learners to help them explain words for the language of cultures. Like Marta showed before, she told us about the different cultures, okay? Different words, for example, lassi from India, abosuki from Greece, a hanbok from Korea, a tortilla from Mexico. All this is in the student's book, the page 19, in the lesson C. And the themes, it's there a kind of candy. Well, some expressions for explaining word are there a kind of to talk about types, as William said before, of themes. Last is kind of dream, for example. Okay, they're kind of like to talk about similars. Last is a kind of milkshake. Okay, in the expression of in expressions a kind is a noun. Put attention in this, please. Kind is a noun with a similar meaning to type or sort, as William said before. In kind of like, kind of is a verb. Remember, kind is a noun, but kind of like in this case is an adverb with a similar meaning uh, to a slightly or a title. Don't forget that, please. Well, now I will have a review of the use of kind of and kind of like. Can you, Marta, please, can you read the kind of the first part, please?
Sure. Let's see. Kind of. A type of variety of something you're putting the person or thing you described into a category. Therefore, such expressions should not apply to one specific individual of the type. Example, the, the kestrel is a kind of falcon, a type or variety of falcon.
Very
Continue?
well, very well. And William,
Should I continue? Ah,
William,
okay.
William, continue. Thank you, Marta.
No, you're
Very kind of
welcome.
you.
Thank you.
The part of
Okay,
kind of like,
kind
please.
of like, okay. It is used to soften the claim that something is the same and to suggest that it is only partly the same, not completely. Example, when you fall in love, it's kind of like you go crazy. You are not acting like you normally do.
Okay.
It's true.
Yes, it's true. Really. Well, now we're going to complete this conversation. Are you ready? This is our first kiss for today, and we going to complete this conversation with kind of or kind of like. And Marta, can you start? with the letter A, please, and the letter B going to read William, please. And
Okay.
okay,
Okay. Letter A. Student A. That's a beautiful dish.
okay, William.
Sure, student B. Thanks. Actually, it's a
Mhm.
Can
but
can you
it's
display
Japanese.
the
What do you think, Marta? It's kind of like or kind of?
it's kind of both.
Okay, kind of, a kind of. Uh, do you agree with Marta, William?
I agree. Yeah,
Okay,
she's right.
okay. Letter A, Marta, please.
Okay. Can you cook with it? It looks so pretty.
William.
Yeah, you can make it just enough in it.
Okay, Marta,
What is that?
William.
Yosinabe is a kind of Japanese soup.
Oh,
Do you agree with William, Marta?
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Now, now the part two. Start William with the letter A, please.
Okay.
Okay. What can you buy at the market?
Well, you can buy food from different countries. Things like fruit. You can buy durians.
William,
What's a durian?
Marta.
It it is a kind of fruit.
Okay,
Actually, it is a kind of fruit.
okay. Do you agree? Are
I
you
agree.
okay? William, letter A.
Really?
Okay,
Yeah, it's a kind of like a melon.
okay. Kind of like.
Yes, kind
Oh,
of like a melon.
okay, okay. And William, the letter A.
Good.
Marta.
Yes, I love it.
Okay. Now we're going to see if in this first past part we understand how to use kind of or kind of like. Oh,
Okay.
congratulations, congratulations. You did an excellent job.
Everything is nice. Okay.
Yes, and
Thank
now
you.
we're going to see the last part. Are you ready? Okay,
Of course.
Yes.
complete the sentences with kind of or kind of like. Okay, if you want, you can begin, Marta.
Sure. Let me see. The number one, being from Utah is kind of like being from the South.
Kind of or kind of like.
Kind of like.
And do you agree with Marta, William?
Yes, I agree.
Okay. The second one, please, William.
Sprinkles are a kind of candy.
Okay. Kind of or kind of like.
Kind of.
Okay. The third, the number three, please, Marta.
A crepe is kind of like a cake.
Okay. It's a kind of like.
Yes.
Okay. William, the number four.
He was kind of like surprised.
Okay. Perfect. And Marta, the last one.
Sure. Number 5, it says cats are a kind of feelings. Feelness. I'm sorry. Kind of
Okay,
feelness. Mm-hmm.
okay. Let me see. We're going to check your perform in these sections. Are you ready?
Yes. Go ahead.
Yes,
Okay, let
please.
me see.
Let's
Wow,
see.
wow, excellent. Good job. Great, great. I feel great before I think that you, uh, this show me that you understand all the things that we going to um, have studied in this lesson, lesson C. And now I want that you read and have a conversation with William Marta.
Oh, really?
First,
Yes.
yes,
Oh, okay.
now it's complete, and you can read first Marta in the first stage. The letter A is Marta, letter B, and so on. Okay.
Why don't we change? Because in the last time I was the student A,
Okay, perfect, perfect.
so
Okay.
we
You
can
want,
practice. Mhm.
okay. And now William start with the letter
Okay, I
A.
will
Perfect.
start. No problem.
Like a conversation, right?
Yes, like a conversation.
Exactly.
Sure, because now we have the correct answers, even if we already got it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. That's a beautiful dish.
Thanks. Actually, it's a kind of pot. It's Japanese.
Oh, can you cook with it? It looks so pretty.
Oh, yeah. You can make Joseonibe in it.
What is that?
Joseonibe is a kind of Japanese soup.
Oh, good.
In the second stage, if you want to start, Marta, because
Okay,
in the, okay,
Okay, we
okay.
switch. Okay.
What can you buy at the market?
Well, you can buy food from different countries. Things like fruit, you can buy durians.
What's a durian?
It's a kind of fruit.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of like a melon.
It's good?
Yes, I love it.
well, my dear student, thank you for pay attention and for your participation, for your excellent participation. And please, for further practice, please complete the exercise for the unit 9 and the lesson C from your workbook. And again, I say thank you and take care and see you the next time. Take care. Blessing.